All right, sorry for that delay, folks. I am back now for the boys' game as we are getting close to end of warm-ups. Running around talking to a few people. Too many balls in the air right now. So let's go through the starting lineup for the Spartans. Number 2, a 6'1 junior, Bodie Zinkula. Number 3, a 6'4 junior, Braden Wallace. Number 11, 6'3 junior, Tiernan Vokes. Number 15, 6'5 senior, Tate Jarofsky. And number 23, 6'6 junior, Jalen Kirkpatrick. Try not to screw those names up, folks. If I did, I apologize. Starting 5 for the Wolverines will be the same as always. Number 3, Jace Jensen. Number 10, Colin Meester. Number 11, Carson Costello. Number 24, Devin Lotz. And number 33, Colton DeWall. Those 5 have started since Christmas. So Coach Tagtoes going with the same group he's gone with since Christmas break. Spartans come in here scoring 64 a game, giving up 43. Field goal percentage of 49%. Three-point percentage 34.6%. Free throws 64%. 31.5 rebounds a game. 19.4 assists. 7.9 steals. 11 turnovers. And 12 fouls a game. Wolverines score 56.6. Give up 55.7. Field goal percentage is 42.9%. Three-point percentage 29.3%. Free throw percentage 60.7. 29.7 rebounds a game. 12.7 assists. 7.1 steals. 16 turnovers. And 16.6 fouls. So again, talking with Coach Tagto, he expects this one to be a battle tonight. Pretty physical game throughout. And the Wolverines are going to have to be as physical and bring lunch pails here tonight as we get ready to face the Spartans of Grundy Center. We have got a minute and a half here as we get ready for this game we'll do intros, and then I will be back on here with the game. As always, breaking away. I'll break away here to do the introductions. Last year, Grundy Center in Grundy Center beat the Wolverines 60-44. So the Wolverines going to look to bounce back after that game. Grundy Center is 16-2, 9-0 in the NICL West. Wolverines 10-8, 2-5 in the NICL Central. So as we get under a minute, Wolverines are going to come off. I will break, and I'll leave the sound on, but I will be back here for play-by-play after opening lineup and getting ready for the opening tip here. Grundy Center, Dike-New Hartford from Dike.
Expect the fans of both teams to follow that lead with your cheers and behaviors. Have a great time and enjoy tonight's game. And now for the starting lineups. For the away team on the scoreboard, the Grundy Center Spartans. Number 2, a junior, Bodie Zinkula. Number 3, a junior, Braden Wallace. Number 11, a junior, Tiernan Vokes. Number 15, a senior, Tate Jarofsky. And number 23,
All right, Wolverines in white, Grundy Center in black. As we get ready to start off here, Colton DeWall jumping against Tate Jarofsky to start this game here for the Wolverines and the Spartans.
We need a pulley for something.
All right, ball is up. Jarofsky wins it, gets it to Zinkula. He's going to be guarded by Meester as the Wolverines will open up in a man-to-man. Ball in quickly there to Kirkpatrick. First shot up and good by Kirkpatrick, being guarded by Lotz. Looks like we're going to see man-to-man on both ends as the Spartans drop back into man-to-man. Meester guarded there by Zinkula. Gets it to Lotz, over to Costello. Costello to Jensen. Jensen guarded by Wallace. Ball is into Costello. Over to Lotz. Lotz going to pull up from just inside the arc. Off the back of the rim and off to Zinkula. He's going to bring it quickly down. Meester picks him up. Ball is kicked out there to Jarofsky, who puts it up and in against DeWall. Spartans up quickly, 4-0. Ball over here to Jensen. Jensen going to bring it down. Jensen gets it to Meester. Meester puts it on the deck. And he's going to get that thing blocked by Tate Jarofsky, who comes over and helps. Jensen going to inbound it. Gets it to Meester. Meester guarded by Zinkula. Meester gets it to Jensen. Jensen will bring it across. Over to Lotz. Lotz to Costello. Costello to Jensen. Jensen into DeWall. He goes back out to Meester. 6 on the shot clock. Meester to Costello. 2 on the shot clock. Meester doesn't realize it and takes a shot clock violation. As it will be Grundy Center basketball. Wolverines just looking a little bit out of sorts here to start. Kirkpatrick into Zinkula. Again, Zinkula guarded by Meester. Over to Jarofsky, being guarded by DeWall. And then to Vokes. Back to Kirkpatrick. Quickly into Jarofsky, over DeWall, and he's going to get that bucket. Jace Jensen going to bring the ball back for the Wolverines. He is being guarded by Wallace. Jensen out to Costello. Costello to Jensen. Jensen into Lotz. Lotz will pitch it to DeWall. DeWall to Carson Costello, and they're going to get a moving screen on Colton DeWall as he came off of that.
Offensive foul on number 33, Colton DeWall for the Wolverines. Into the start lineup is number 14, Calvin Gordon, and number 5.
That is going to be number 5, Riken Thorin, and number 14, Colin Gordon, in for the Spartans. Ball quickly around, and they're going to get a foul right there on Costello against Gordon. That's going to be Costello's second on the team here in the first quarter. Wolverines looking for that first bucket. Zinkula going to take it out.
Wolverine fouls on number 11, Carson Costello, his first quarter.
Ball in quickly on the inbound there to number 5, Thorin, and he puts it up and in. Here comes Jensen with it. Jensen off the screen. He will dump it into DeWall. DeWall up and in. That's going to be the first bucket by the Wolverines. Zinkula very quickly back with the ball. He goes right in to Thorin. Thorin against Costello. Ball around here to Volks. He'll take the 3, miss it. Rebounded by Meester. Jensen down court with it. He'll take it up strong, and he's going to get fouled. Jensen with a good hard take, and he's going to collect a foul on that one, get 2 free throws out of it. That is on number 11, Vokes. His first, team first. Jensen's first free throw up and good. Judd Jarofsky and Tate Jarofsky in. Judd in for the first time. Tate back in. Jensen going to get the second free throw. Down, up, and in. Wolverines down. Trail this one 8-4. That is Judd Jarofsky with the ball. Jensen picks him up. Over to Thorin, back to Jarofsky. Jensen right up in him. That ball into Thorin, and he's going to put it up and in as Meester kind of went for the steal. And Thorin was able to get it and get an open layup. Wolverines trail this one 4-10. Lots back out to Meester. Meester, little floater off the side of the rim, rebounded there by Kirkpatrick. Ball's with Thorin over to Judd Jarofsky. Skipped across to Kirkpatrick. He'll take the three. Missed it. Rebounded, though, by Thorin. Out to Kirkpatrick as he cuts in. He's going to get the layup. Wolverines down 4-12 with 4 minutes to go. Subs coming in at the next break. Ball to Costello. Costello to DeWall. DeWall to Meester. Meester to Lotz. Lotz is going to look to drive. Gets it out to Jensen. Jensen on the drive. Kicks it out to Lotz. Back up to Costello. Out to Lotz. Lotz is going to pull that three-pointer off the rim and out. Rebounded by Judd Jarofsky. He's bringing it down court. Picked up by Jensen. Looks to attack. He gets into the lane. Gets it out to his brother. Tate out to Thorin. Thorin going to shoot that three off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Meester. 3:23 to go in the first quarter. Meester on the attack. Covers up. Gets it to Costello. Costello will pull it from the elbow. Misses the shot. Ball is rebounded there by Gordon and then got to Judd Jarofsky. That ball tipped away as they look to go into Kirkpatrick. Lotz with it now. Lotz to Meester. Meester out to Costello. Costello over to Lotz. Lotz on the drive. Loses control of it. Ends up looking to get it to Costello, but Jarofsky steps in front and takes it away. That was Judd Jarofsky into Tate. Back out to Judd. He'll take the three and hit it. Wolverines going to use a timeout. Full timeout on the court for the Wolverines. As the Wolverines trail 14-5 here with 2:35 to go in the first quarter. All right, we're going to shoot this ad for People's Savings Bank.
How can you become a Wolverine superfan?
With your Wolverine Pride debit card from People's Savings Bank.
Every time we swipe the Wolverine Pride debit card,
People's Savings Bank gives 6 cents back to D&H schools. That added up to almost $2,000 this past year.
Get your Wolverine Pride debit card today. Roll blue.
All right, back here in Dike. Full timeout by the Wolverines with 2:35. As we are coming out of the timeout, Wolverines with a couple substitutions as Jack Haynes and Jack Severson come in for them, replacing Jace Jensen and Colton DeWall. Lots into Meester. Meester being guarded by, looks like Zinkula back in against Meester. Meester gets it across half court. It's a screen from Haynes. Ball's around to Severson. And they are going to get Jack Haynes with a push in the back, trying to get position on the inside. That's going to be his first, team third here in the first period. Wolverines in a full court press into Zinkula. Zinkula up to Vokes. Vokes back to Zinkula. They'll set the offense. Gets it to Wallace. Wallace to Gordon, and they're going to get Sievertson on a block. That's going to be the Wolverines' fourth. First on Sievertson's fourth in the first quarter with 2 minutes to go. Zinkula to inbound. Lobs it up to Gordon. Gordon back to Zinkula. Gets it over to Judd Jarowski, and they're going to get Sievertson with his second foul, and that's going to put number 3 Wallace on the line for 2 free throws, and that is going to bring Tyler Bakken in the game as Sievertson quickly collects his second foul. Wallace first free throw up and out. Bakken in for Sievertson. Wallace going to get the second one. Free throw is up, and he got that one. 1 out of 2. Wolverines trail this one by 12. Ball into Lotz. Lotz going to bring the ball down. Gets it into Haynes. Haynes to Bakken. Bakken to Costello. Costello gets it to Meester. Meester being guarded by Zinkula. Meester going to pull up. In and out. Haynes goes for the rebound. He's going to get fouled on the rebound, as that's going to be the foul's going to be on Zinkula, his first, team second of the quarter. Jensen back in for Costello. And that's going to be number 5, Riker Thorin, going to come in for Zinkula. Meester to inbound it. Meester goes up to Bakken. Bakken gets it to Meester. Meester going to get a screen from Haynes. Haynes on the roll, nothing there. Meester on the attack, out to Jensen. Jensen going to take that 3, and he's going to bury it. Jace Jensen from outside. Big 3 for the Wolverines. Ball here with Vokes. Vokes kicks it. The ball gets around there to, I believe that's Gordon. Vokes with it. He turns the corner. He gets the shot up, and he's going to get a foul on Jack Haynes, and that's going to be his second. That's going to be Haynes' second of the first quarter. That's going to bring, that's going to put Vokes on the line for 2. And he will get the first one, and Colton DeWall going to come in for Jack Haynes. And also Tate Jarofsky going to come back in here for Wallace. Vokes going to get the second one. Up off the back of the rim. Scramble for it. Rebounded by Gordon. He gets it right there to Thorin, who puts it up and in, and he's going to get the foul on Devin Lotz. His first. Wolverines Spartans in the bonus, as in comes Kirkpatrick back in here for Judd Jarofsky. And Thorin going to get a break if he hits this free throw. And it is good, so that's going to bring Zinkula back in here for Thorin. Jensen going to bring the ball up. Lotz to inbound it. Jensen over to Meester. Meester back to Jensen. Jensen gets it to Bakken. Bakken on the wing, guarded by Kirkpatrick. Over to Jensen, then to Meester. Meester with Zinkula on him. Out to Jensen. Jensen going to shoot another 3. Off, but rebounded by Bakken. Under 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ball out there to Meester. Down to 16. Meester puts it on the deck, kicks it out to Lotz. Lotz going to set up for the 3. Off the rim. Rebounded Zinkula quickly down with it. Gets out to Kirkpatrick, who's going to shoot the three. Miss it. Rebounded by Vokes. And then that one missed. And no rebound as we are going to go to the end of the first quarter. Wolverines trailed this one 20-7 after one. All right, Wolverines only 7 points there in that first quarter. 5 by Jace Jensen, 1 and 2 by Colton DeWall. Are going to need to find some offensive, going to have to find some offense here as Brody Zinkula is face guarding Colin Meester. The Wolverines got to find a way to get him open. And in the lineup, looks like in for the Wolverines is going to be Jensen, Meester, Costello, Bakken, and DeWall. In for the Spartans is Zinkula, Wallace, Kirkpatrick, Jarofsky, and Vokes. So the starting 5 in for the Spartans. The Wolverines have just got a couple of, well, one change. So with Bakken in here for Lots. Meester with it, gets it to Jensen. Jensen over to Costello. Costello back to Jensen. Again, Meester being guarded by Zinkula. Jensen in, shot fake up. And stepped out of bounds and touched it. Jensen right now, that's a tough spot for him to be. That's a tall group inside, especially with Wallace there. So Wolverine's going to put some pressure on. Ball in here to Vokes. Back to Kirkpatrick. He'll bring it up, guarded by Bakken. Gets it to Zinkula. Ball is around there to Jarofsky and to Vokes. Now to Wallace, into Kirkpatrick. And they're going to get him, Kirkpatrick, for a travel as he tried to make that move on Bakken. Shuffled his feet. Turnover to the Wolverines. Ball into Jensen. Jensen going to bring it up. Jensen to Bakken. Bakken over to Meester on Jensen into DeWall. DeWall out to Meester. 19 on the shot clock. Meester to Jensen. Jensen taking it in. He's going to kick it out to Bakken, who's going to take the two. Rebounded there by Wallace. Wallace over to Kirkpatrick, steps into a three and hits it. That's going to bring Devin Lotz back in the game. Wolverines trail this one 23-7. Meester with it. Out to Jensen, over to Costello. Costello into DeWall. DeWall looks for Bakken, but that one taken away by Wallace. Wallace up quickly to Vokes. Vokes shot up, missed it. Scramble, rebound back to Vokes. He's going to put it up and in. Meester with the ball. Meester with it. Looking to get a screen from Costello. Goes away from it. In, skipped out to Jensen. Jensen takes it in. Looks to go to Bakken on the wing. Bakken over to Costello. Costello switch to the left hand. He gets a shot up, and he's going to collect a foul. That's going to be on number 11. Tiernan Vokes, his second, team first here in the second period. Costello going to shoot 2 free throws. First one is off the front of the rim, and we're going to have substitutions. Lots in for Bakken. And Judd Jarofsky and Riker Thorne in for Tate Jarofsky and Zinkula. Second one by Costello, up and in. Wallace with it. Gets it over there to Judd Jarofsky. Jarofsky comes across. Over to Thorne. Into Wallace, and he misses the shot but gets his own rebound and puts it up and in. Meester down to Lotz in the corner. Lotz up to Costello. Costello to the left hand, steps through, misses the layup, and ball tipped out to Wallace. Wallace up quickly to Thorin. Thorin, finger roll up and good, and a timeout. 30-second timeout by Coach Tagtoe here. Wolverines right now have got to wake up. Wolverines trail this one 29-8 here early in the second period. Got to find a way to get some offense going. Offense has been pretty stagnant, and defensively, just not talking on defense. Not moving their feet. Going to have to figure that one out. Talk it through. Make sure we're matched up. There is your second buzzer, and it's going to be Wolverine basketball underneath. As we come out, Wolverines will be Lotz, Meester, Costello, Jensen, and DeWall. Starting five out there for the Wolverines. Costello with it to DeWall. Into Meester. Meester into Costello. Costello looks for DeWall cutting, and that ball taken away by Vokes. Vokes gets it to Jarofsky. Jarofsky up quickly to Kirkpatrick. Scramble for it. Wolverines. Costello kicks it out. Ball ends up over to Kirkpatrick on the wing. He's going to hit the three as the Wolverines scrambled but could not recover on defense. Meester up to Jensen. Jensen on the drive. Step through. Gets it blocked. Out to Thorin. Thorin to Wallace. Wallace against Meester. Kicks it out to Jarofsky. He'll attack. Get it tipped away. But right to Vokes. He's going to miss it. Rebounded by Costello. Meester with it. Guarded by Thorin. Meester up to Lotz. Lotz over to Costello. Costello back to Lotz. Lotz to Costello. Costello with the left-hand layup misses it. Costello gets his own rebound, puts it up and in, and he's going to get a shot at the three-point play here, folks. That foul is going to be on Judd Jarofsky. It's going to be his first, team second, as Zinkula and Gordon come in for Jarofsky and Thorin. Jack Haynes back on the floor for DeWall. Shot is up and good by Costello. Completes a three-point play. Wolverines down 32-11. Kirkpatrick with it. He's going to spot up for three, and he's going to hit another one. Wolverines have got to take less chances with him. Ball to Jensen. Ball around to Haynes. Haynes back to Jensen. Jensen out to to Costello. Back around to Jensen, over to Lotz. Lotz going to get a screen. Fakes the shot, gets it to Jensen. Jensen to Haynes. Haynes going to shoot the ball from the free throw line. Off, but rebounded by Jensen. Jensen shot fake, kicks it out to Costello. He'll take the three. Off the rim, tipped away. Rebound to the Wolverines. Meester for three. Off, tipped out, and right to Vokes. Vokes is going to get it quickly to Zinkula. He's going to have it tipped away by Lotz. Wolverines getting scrappy here. Vokes gets it over to Jarofsky. Ball is around to Zinkula and now to Gordon. Gordon back to Jarofsky. Looks to get it to Vokes. Vokes ends up coming away with it. Wolverines tipping at the ball, but not able to take it away. Vokes into Jarofsky, who puts it up and in. Meester with it on the attack. Shot fake, pull up, hits it. Got Zinkula off his feet and was able to step around and get that shot. Zinkula with it quickly here to Gordon. Gordon goes into Jarofsky. Jarofsky on the attack. Haynes is going to get the foul, and Jarofsky's going to hit it. So that is going to be Jack Haynes' third foul the first on the Wolverines here in the second period. And that's going to bring Jack Haynes is going to have to come off the floor as Kirkpatrick is going to sub in if he makes it, and Zinkula is going to come get a break with Thorne coming in. So Jarofsky going to get the free throw here. Shot is up and good, and that's going to bring Kirkpatrick back in for him. Kirkpatrick with 13 points already on the night. Wolverine's going to have to find him. Jensen with it. Jensen to Meester. Meester skips over to Jensen in the corner. Jensen for three, drills it. Jace Jensen with a three ball from the corner for the Wolverines. Wolverines just looking for some offense here. Wallace with it. Wallace to Vokes, gets it into Gordon. Back out to Kirkpatrick, who's going to get another three off the rim. That rebounded by by Costello. Meester with it, coming down the left side. 1:26 to go in the first half. Ball around to DeWall. DeWall with it in the short corner. Dribbles it up, hands it to Meester. Meester takes the shot from just inside the arc. Missed and rebounded by Vokes. All right, we are back. Wolverine rebound and put back by Vokes, as Vokes has currently been kind of killing the Wolverines on the boards. Jensen with it, gets it to Meester. 38 seconds to go in the first half. Meester over to Costello. Costello into the lane, out to Jensen, over to Lotz. Lotz back to Costello, puts it up, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. Carson Costello battling on the boards. Wallace bringing it down, 19 seconds to go. He gets it into Vokes. Vokes is going to put it up and in. Wolverine defensive lapse. Here comes Jensen, crosses it up, gets to the hoop, off the board, tipped away by Costello, and that's going to be your halftime, folks, as the Wolverines will trail 44-18 as we go to the half. We are going to take a break to get the Booster Club slides up for everything that has been donated, all the money that's been donated, what the help the school's been able to do, and then we will be back with Coach Dahl from the All right, welcome back here. Halftime of the boys game. Boys trail this one 18-44, but I'm joined up here by Coach Dahl coming off a big win, closing out the regular season home slate with a victory. Coach, what did you think about the game tonight?
Well, first off, I just want to the seniors that we have, I'm just so happy and blessed, Kennedy and Miranda, Peyton, Jaden, Marn, just such great leaders on and off the court. They, I think, first and foremost, got to be recognized here just for what they've done. Going to miss them. Their last regular season game, sad. The days are going to come, but it just doesn't make it any easier, that's for sure. As far as the game went, I was really pleased. Probably more, though, anything is our full court game, the press especially. I thought since we played Hudson and South Hardin, I felt like just we've been on our heels and not really reacting, and just like reacting when the ball's in the air, like not anticipating as well as we could.
Well, and I think you mentioned it. I thought the girls did an excellent job tonight. On every score they were up in the press, and they made it really tough on Grundy Center to bring the ball down without some pressure. A couple really close, almost 10-second calls. I know you guys on defense got a shot clock violation, and I think to your point, that was one thing. We played that. I'm gonna try and share that video that I put together for the seniors. I did an interview with each of the seniors beginning of the year, and I thought they did an excellent job. They speak very well. And I've had each one of them up here in this chair, and every one of them has been team first, and that's something I know your culture. That's how it's built, and that's what you expect out of them. But those guys, they take it to a new level with the way that they approach it.
Yeah, They just really don't care who gets the points. They just want to hit the person that's open, do what's best for the team. And as a coach, that just makes it so easy. And they're not only coachable, but they actually do some of the coaching. You know what I mean? Peyton will set up some high lows. They know how to set up Marn for 3-point shots. When you reverse the ball and just keep her, back. Peyton will set screens for her and Jaden. I think they serve it well as far as like player coaches as well.
Well, and that's another thing that as you kind of watch, the other thing that tonight I know Izzy hit that big three, and then they found her for the next couple open shots just to see if she was still hot. And I think that's another thing that you mentioned. It's about the unselfishness of that group, and it's across, again, it's through the entire program. It's been that way for years. These five have definitely embraced that and show that every time they step on the floor. So happy for them tonight to see them again to get that start. I mentioned it at the beginning of stream. It's always one of the fun things to do is get your five seniors, especially when you got five. You get them all out there at once together and let them have a chance to play to start the game.
Yeah, that was special, and that there was no hesitation or no doubt that in my mind that I was going to do that. Obviously, it's the right thing. They put their time in the program, and whether they're on the bench or whether they are starters, I think it was only natural that the five start tonight, and it was kind of cool to see that, and you put the graphics together for them really well. So those are just things the coaches, you're worried about game plan and personnel and all that, and so I appreciate you putting that together for them.
Well, and that's something that I know we've really tried to do here, especially as we've gotten the video board last year, and I'm learning a little bit more about it. We've been able to do a few more things with it. Again, I appreciate your support in helping me with access and having the girls be available, and again, being able to join me here at halftime, and your willingness to come up here and chat. So I think it's a good thing for the program. I think it continues to kind of show a little insight, especially the kids. They don't, some of the kids don't get that opportunity to do an interview and to have that interview with anybody. I mean, with the radio or with the paper or anything until you get to state, and then they want to talk to everybody. So I think it's nice to have them each have a chance to come up here and chat and really get a feel for who they are individually.
Right. And, and it's good for them. It's good skills for them to learn how to talk when you know that lots of people are listening, or however you want to express yourself. And but I don't think much phases these girls. They've been on the big stage in multiple sports, and just proud of them and just who they are and what they mean to the program. And like you said, it's a whole team thing. It's just everybody. We got 30 kids out. I don't know, how our run's going to go, with our brackets, but, what we've done in the past and have 30 kids out and they show up for summer ball. Everybody just kind of knows what's expected of them. And there's just such great kids, and just really proud to be their coach.
Yeah, and it really helps. I think that's one thing Coach Tagto and I talked about. It helps when your upperclassmen are a lot of the times the first one's there and the last one's out, and they're putting the extra work in, so everybody else sees that, and it builds that camaraderie with the team. So I know you guys did a ton of stuff over the summer and really got them. I know you guys went to Wartburg. I don't remember where else you guys had gone over the summer.
Yeah, we went to Kennedy, Cedar Rapids, Kennedy, and played. We had something set up, but it fell through with a team camp out in western Iowa. But the important thing is that they got in and got shots up, and you can see that we, for instance, Peyton and Jaden, they can shoot that three-point shot now with a lot of confidence. So if somebody wants to sag off and be in the paint, fine. I mean, that's the last thing that we took from last year, and I said to, Peyton in the spring, I said that, hey, let's get on the gun this summer, the shooting gun, basketball gun. And she said whatever it takes, and, you can see that, that she's taking that to heart. And it just keeps people honest.
And she looks more comfortable out there.
Yeah.
I mean, a year ago, that was always the joke was, her best shots were ones she trying to pass into the inside. But now she wants to take that shot. And if you drop off her, like you said, she's gonna hit it on you. I think she's a 50% three-point shooter.
Yep.
Which she doesn't take very many. So to be at 50% is pretty dang good for a post who plays inside most of the time.
Right, and we're at 63% for free throw shooting, which, a couple years ago I think we were at 51, 52, and I think last year we were at 56, 57. So we've increased that percentage. So you can tell everybody just looks a lot more comfortable doing things.
And the girls have all taken to their roles, and they're in and out. And again, like I said, I see when they come off the floor, it's a high five for everybody down the bench before they come down and get whatever instruction you guys have got for them. So that's something I think from a culture standpoint is just huge for these girls and for the program and for the young girls. Again, we had all the cheerleaders in here, but they're seeing everything that happened on the floor.
Yeah, you bet. And I was just going to say one more thing. That I'll let you make a play call here.
No, ball is knocked out of bounds. Jarofsky has it tipped out of bounds. Go ahead, Coach.
Just that Peyton's going to Louisville. Jaden Martin are going to UNI. You look at the seniors last year and the seniors before. They're D1 kids, D2 kids, and they're making things work. They're doing multi-sports. They're making, and that's probably the most impressive thing. You can do basketball and commit to basketball and other sports full time and get a scholarship at Louisville. You know what I mean? So they just do things the right way.
Yep, ball stolen by Jensen. He's going to bring it down. Takes it up strong against Jarofsky. Ball is off, but rebounded by DeWall. Up and in. Wolverines get a first bucket here of the second half. Well, and then Jensen gets back, tries to take a charge, but he is going to get a blocking foul, and that's going to be Jace Jensen's first foul, first on the Wolverines, and Tate Jarofsky going to go to the line for 2 free throws. But, Coach, that's one thing you said, and that's one thing I always like about covering the girls. That's one of the reasons why I'm always going to help out with everything and make sure that you guys have got whatever you need, because I like what happens. I like how the girls play. I like the fact, like you said, they're coachable, and they're coachable by anyone who's willing to help them.
You bet.
That's something I think every year there's been at least one or two who I've been able to even talk to off the floor and give advice, and that's something that you don't get a lot of elsewhere.
Yep, it's a great, fun atmosphere, that's for sure.
So, well, Coach, I appreciate you having you, and we kept you past halftime, but
all right.
I appreciate having you, and good luck here as you got 3 games next week, all on the road, and then start of tournament play.
Yeah, it's gonna be we don't call it grind no more, we call it the grit. Yeah. It's gonna be pretty gritty next week with 3 road games, so we got to make sure the uniforms get washed.
Well, I think your managers will get that taken care of.
Yeah.
Might be a late night Monday night, but
it might be.
All right, thanks, Coach. I appreciate you joining me, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, we are back here. Again, always appreciate Coach Dahl coming up and joining us and chatting. Again, got a chance to talk to all the seniors up here, and really a great job so far by the girls, and we'll look to see how far the girls can take it and how long they'll let me call games here. As Costello attacks it in, we'll get back here to the boys' game now. Costello attacks, but that ball comes out to Vokes, and he ends up taking it all the way. Wolverines trail this one 49-22. 6:15 to go in the third. Meester with it up top. Meester out to Costello. Costello back to Lotz. Lotz goes to Costello. He looks to attack, left-handed floater up and in for Costello. Zinkula going to bring the ball back down the floor. He goes out to Wallace. Wallace back to Zinkula, over to Kirkpatrick, to Vokes. Vokes looks in, lobs it up for Kirkpatrick. He's going to put it up and in off that lob. Gets the layup. Meester with it, coming across half court. Going to get a screen from DeWall. Over to Lotz. Lotz over to Costello. Back to Lotz. Lotz to Jensen on the drive. Jensen to DeWall. DeWall puts it up and in. A little short jumper. Short corner jumper by DeWall. Good assist by Jace Jensen. Vokes with it, coming across. Vokes is going to feed it into Wallace, and that ball is going to go out of bounds. We're going to have Jack Haynes in for DeWall. He's at the table well early there. Here comes Meester with the ball. Meester with it, over to Lotz. Lotz going to take that three-pointer. High bounce off it. Haynes trying to work around Kirkpatrick, but rebounded there by Judd Jarowski. Up quickly to Thorin, to Vokes, back to Kirkpatrick up top. Misses it, rebounded by Costello. He gets it to Meester. Meester going to bring it down, try and get a screen here from Haynes. Haynes looks to roll. Meester to Costello. Costello over to Lotz. Lotz down to Haynes. Haynes going to skip it back up to Costello. Costello to the left. Out to Lotz in the corner. Lotz going to go to Costello. He'll take a little short jumper. And that one, Haynes tried to get to it, but ends up in Gordon's hands. Gordon comes all the way down, and he runs right into Haynes, and Haynes didn't move. Turnover to the Wolverines. Meester with it. Meester skips it over to Costello. Costello to Jensen. Jensen into Lotz. Lotz for a quick layup. Wolverines caught the Spartans in a switch that ended up giving Lotz an open layup. Judd Jarowski with it. Guarded by Jensen. Jensen going to get right up in his shorts. Over to Gordon. Gordon to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick guarded by Lotz. Gets it to Gordon. Gordon to Judd Jarowski. Over around to Thorin. And then that ball's going to go out of bounds off of Costello. They tried to feed it inside, and Kirkpatrick going to come out as Tate Jarowski is going to come in. Ball to be inbounded there by Thorin. Thorin into Gordon. Guarded by Haynes. Gordon to Vokes. Vokes picks his dribble up, and they're going to get Jace Jensen with a foul, and that's going to be his second, team second here in the third period. And Jack Severson going to come in for Devin Lotz. Ball to be inbounded there by Thorin. He will send it to Vokes. Vokes guarded by Costello. And they're going to get Carson Costello. That's going to be his second foul and the third with 3:23 to go in the third period. The third on the Wolverines. Attack there. There'd be an offensive foul on Vokes as Jace Jensen steps in and takes the charge. Meester with it, gives it to Jensen. Jensen over to Meester. Meester puts it on the deck, up to Jensen. Jensen going to take the three, drills it. Jensen coming off that screen and hits the three for the Wolverines. Wolverines trail this one by 20 with 2:57 to go in the third. Severson with it. Severson over to Meester. We're on defense. I'm losing my mind, folks. Judd Jarofsky over to Thorin, guarded by Meester. Gets it to Vokes. Vokes being guarded by Severson. Skips it across to Thorin. Thorin up top to Gordon. 8 on the shot clock. Over there to Jarofsky. Kicks it into Thorin. Thorin will take the shot, and he gets that to go as the shot clock expires. Jensen will get it into Meester. Lott's going to come back for the Wolverines. Meester with it. Meester will pull up at the free throw line. Can't get it to go. Rebounded there by Judd Jarofsky. He's going to bring it across, guarded by Severson. In quickly to Gordon. Gordon lobs it up to Vokes. Vokes is going to collect another foul on Jack Severson. It'll be his third, team fourth, as Vokes is going to go to line for 2 free throws. Vokes' first free throw off the back of the rim and out. Coming in for the Spartans, number 2, Zinkula, number 3, Wallace. Coming out is going to be number 12, Judd Jarofsky, and number 5, Thorin. Vokes going to get the second one. Lotz, he will get it. Lotz is going to return for Jensen. Kirkpatrick back in for the Spartans as well. He will get Vokes. Ball into Meester. Meester to Lotz. Lotz going to bring it across. Kirkpatrick on him. Lotz to Meester. Meester going to get a screen from Costello. Costello gets it on the wing. Kicks it out to Lotz. 19 on the shot clock. Lotz down the lane. Shot up, and he's going to get a foul. He's going to get 2 free throws out of this, is Lotz. And that is going to be on Kirkpatrick, his first, team second of the third period. Lotz on the line. Off the front of the rim with his first one. Look to get the second one. Lotz, second free throw up. Off the back of the rim and rattles in. Wallace going to take it out and get it to Zinkula. Zinkula to Kirkpatrick. Back to Wallace. Wolverines in a press. And they are going to get a touch foul on Costello. That's going to be his third, team 5th of the third period. So Spartan's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Gordon is going to go to the line. Second free throw up and good. Severson looks to attack, keeps his dribble. Out to Lotz. Lotz going to look, kick it back to Severson. Severson over here to Meester. Meester with it. Back to Severson. Severson, little shot fake. Looks to attack. Puts it up and good. Severson, little head fake and into the defender. Kirkpatrick with it. Skips it across to Zinkula. Zinkula goes right into Gordon. And Gordon going to get hammered by Haynes. Haynes stepped in. That's going to be his 4th foul, but that is a definite. That is a definite, you're not getting the layup by Haynes. That is going to be, that's going to put Gordon on the line for 2. And with Haynes 4th, that's going to bring a couple of Wolverines here in as Jace Jensen will return for Costello and DeWall returns for Haynes. Shot up there for Gordon. Good. Ball's into Lotz. Back to Meester. Meester. Guarded by Zinkula. Out to Jensen. Jensen will go to Lotz. Lotz gets a screen by Sievertson, and that ball blocked out of bounds by Vokes is going to be Wolverine basketball underneath with 33 seconds to go. 18 on the shot clock. Meester to inbound it. Meester up over top to Jensen. Jensen goes back to Meester. Meester puts a shot up, rolls around, and rebounded there by Thorin. He gets it to Zinkula. Zinkula up to Wallace. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Wallace over there to Gordon. Guarded by DeWall. Into Thorin. Thorin puts it up. Vokes to Thorin. That's going to be a bucket by Thorin. 6 seconds to go. Meester with it. To Sievertson. 3 seconds. Sievertson does not get a shot up as the Wolverines will end that third quarter trailing 59-34. As we get ready to roll here to the fourth, we will be right back as we're going to hit the People's Savings Bank ad, and we'll be back right after this.
How can you become a Wolverine superfan?
With your Wolverine Pride debit card from People's Savings Bank.
Every time we swipe the Wolverine Pride debit card,
People's Savings Bank gives 6 cents back to D&H schools. That added up to almost $2,000 this past year.
Get your Wolverine Pride debit card today. Roll blue.
First horn coming out here. Wolverines will go into the fourth quarter, trailing this one 34-59. As a little more offense by the Wolverines there in the third, looking to continue to put quarters together here as they complete this game and get ready for next week's gauntlet. Denver, Jessup, Sumner Fred, 3 games in 4 days, all on the road, all not super long trips, but decent trips. The ball is quickly in here to Jensen. Jensen with it. Gets it to Costello. Costello is going to be, we're going to have a foul there on Wallace as he reached back trying to poke that away from Costello. That is going to be Wallace's first, team first of the fourth period. Jensen to inbound. Jensen to Meester, tipped away, but DeWall picks it up. Lotz to Costello. Costello back to Lotz. Lotz into DeWall. DeWall out to Costello for 3. Short off the front of the rim. Rebounded and quickly out by the Spartans. Zinkula all the way down to Vokes. Vokes is going to get a foul on DeWall and 2 free throws out of it.
Wolverine fouls on number 13, Colton Wall, his second, team's first of the quarter, shooting 2 for the Spartans, number 11, Chairman Vokes.
So first one by Vokes is a miss. He's going to get the second one, as that is DeWall's second and the first by the Wolverines here in the fourth. Vokes' second one is also missed, but rebounded by Kirkpatrick. He puts it down and gets it up and in, and we're going to have another sub for the Wolverines coming in at the next dead ball. Senior Ethan Kirby at the scorer's table. Meester with it. Meester to Lotz. Lotz over to Jensen. Jensen going to take the 3. Off the rim and rebounded by Kirkpatrick. He gets it to Zinkula. Zinkula to Jarofsky, out to Wallace. Wallace with it, loops it into Jarofsky. Out to Vokes. Vokes guarded by Meester. Gets it to Kirkpatrick. Poked away by Devin Lotz. Ethan Kirby going to come in for Colton DeWall. So Kirby, Jensen, Meester, Lotz, and Costello on the floor here for the Wolverines. Ball is into Jarofsky. Poked away by Jensen. 10 on the shot clock. Vokes with it. Vokes is picked up by Jensen. He gets a shot up, misses it, rebounded by Costello, and that's going to be on Zinkula. And that's going to be Wolverine ball on the side. And we're going to have some substitutions coming in for the Spartans, as it's going to be number 12, Judd Jarofsky, number 5, Reichen Thorin, and number 14, Colin Gordon are in, and that's going to be Tate Jarofsky, Vokes. And I didn't see the third one who came out. Must have been, Zinkula. So here we go, Meester with it. 32 seconds on the shot clock. 6:25 to go in the game. Meester off the screen. Over to Lotz. Lotz to Kirby. Kirby to Meester. Meester puts ball on the deck. And to Costello. Costello finds Lotz on the cut. Lotz up and in. Bucket by the Wolverines. Judd Jarofsky with it. Guarded by Meester. Gives it to Gordon. Now Gordon guarded by Meester. Kirkpatrick with it, guarded by Lotz. Wallace to Judd Jarofsky. Skipped across to Kirkpatrick, and he's going to take the three and drill it in Lotz's face. Wolverines closed out, but such height there by Kirkpatrick. He shoots over top of most defenders. Meester over, around, swings it around. Lotz with it. Lotz scoop up and in for the Wolverines. Wallace with it, guarded by Meester. Over to Judd Jarofsky, guarded by Kirby. Jarofsky over to, swing all the way around here to Wallace. Wallace back to Kirkpatrick. He'll shoot another three. Boxed out by Jensen, but ball tipped out. Gotten back there by Gordon. He gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in. Meester with it. Meester to Jensen. Jensen to Costello. Costello out to Lotz. Lotz going to shoot that three off the rim. Rebounded by Jarofsky. Jarofsky picked up by Kirby. Back over there to Gordon. Gordon is going to walk as he tried to run over Costello, or Meester, and Meester just kind of slid out of the way. Took an extra step. So we're going to have Zinkula and Vokes back in, and that's going to be Wallace and Kirkpatrick coming out. 4:29 to go. Wolverines down 38-66. Jensen with it. Jensen into Costello. Costello out to Kirby. Kirby on the drive. Over to Lotz. Lotz with it up top to Costello. Costello steps through, flips it up, and he is going to get 2 free throws out of it as he got fouled in the process. That is going to be Vokes. That's going to be his 4th, team 3rd here in the 4th quarter. And Carson Costello going to go to the line for 2 free throws. First one by Costello is good. Second one by Costello is also good. Wolverine, 2 free throws by Costello. Zinkula going to come up quickly with it. Gets it to Judd Jarofsky, who puts a shot up and in. Wolverines a little bit of confusion coming back on defense. Ball quickly up to Kirby. Kirby out to Lotz. Lotz to Costello. Costello steps through. Shot up. Rebounded by Lotz on the miss. Lotz back up and in. Ball to Zinkula. Zinkula going to bring it down. Gets the ball to Gordon. Gordon goes around Costello and then he finds Thorin for the layup. Meester, screen by Costello. Meester shot up and good, and he's going to get a foul. So Colin Meester with the attack and the layup. So we are going to have a foul on number 14, Colin Gordon, his first, team 4th of the 4th quarter. Meester will get a chance to finish the and one here. Meester with it. Down, up, in with the free throw. Wolverines trail 45-70. 3:15 to go in the fourth. Jensen against Zinkula. Ball to Vokes. Over to Gordon. Gordon going to lob it up. Out to Judd Jarofsky, who hits the three. Meester bringing the ball down. Meester to Costello. Costello misses it, but gets his own rebound. Went to shoot it up in, got it knocked out of bounds. It'll be Wolverine basketball underneath, 33 to go on the shot clock, 2:43 to go in the game. Ball up to Jensen on the inbound. Jensen guarded by Jarofsky. Jensen to Meester. Meester on the drive. Shot up and under and could not get it to go. Rebounded by Zinkula. He's going to come back quickly. Zinkula to Jarofsky. He goes around Kirby and puts it up and in. Meester with it. We're going to see some subs coming in here for both teams. Meester for three. Rebounded by Gordon. Gordon gets it to Zinkula. Zinkula attacks, kicks it out to Gordon for three. Missed it. Rebounded by Kirby. Out to Meester. Meester going to bring it up. Meester to Costello. Costello to the left hand. Up and in. Good spin move and attack by Costello. And we're going to have a quick timeout. 30-second timeout by the Spartans just to get the subs in. So we are going to have some substitutions, 30-second timeout. We'll be right back. We'll stay right here as looks like both teams are going to take the timeout. And we'll see some more subs coming in here for the Wolverines. As in the game are going to be Ty Johnson, Brian McCarter, and Dawson Dietrich. They will join Bakken and Kirby coming out here. On the floor for the Spartans, Kirkpatrick, Wallace, number 32, Tyler Veningay, number 5, Gordon, and number 30, or I already said 32, who am I missing? Right there. Number 30, Sullivan Dirks, as the Spartans fool the Wolverines and throw it over top of the press. Johnson, Ty Johnson with it to McCarter. McCarter back to Johnson. Johnson to Kirby. Kirby puts it on the deck, gets it to Dietrich. Dietrich is going to go out to Johnson. 9 on the shot clock. Johnson over to McCarter. 3 seconds. Johnson takes the three off the back of the rim. Rebounded by McCarter. Kirby with it. Kirby over to Johnson. Johnson to Bakken. Bakken being guarded by Kirkpatrick. Out to Kirby. Kirby going to take that three off the rim and rebounded by Kirkpatrick. As we are down to 40 seconds. Ball in Kirkpatrick's hands, guarded by Dietrich. Ball in quickly to Gordon, and he puts it up and over Kirby. Ball into Bakken, or Thorin, not Gordon. Bakken with it. Bakken crosses over. Looked to get to Kirby, but 2 defenders right there. Kirkpatrick coming with it, 17 seconds, and he's going to get it right up there to Veningay. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Out up to Kirby. Kirby, little head fake, attack, little floater, off the rim and out. That's going to be your ball game, folks. Wolverines drop this one to Grundy Center, 81-47. as the Spartans come in and take this one from the Wolverines in their final regular season home game. So we are officially, I am out for the year, but we're going to hopefully be able to cover the 2 home games by the girls. We'll have to talk with our AD, Mr. Eichmeyer, and see if we are going to be able to broadcast those games. But we are going to hopefully be able to have those 2 games here coming up. But the Wolverines next week on the road all week long in Denver on Monday night, in Jessup on Tuesday night, and at Sumner Fredericksburg on Friday night, or on Thursday night. So busy schedule for both Wolverines basketball teams, as they will look to go capture the girls are going to look to go get 3 more wins. The boys are going to look to get back on Monday night at Denver. We expect that to be a battle, as the Wolverines have played Denver tough all year long, or every time over the last couple of years. So for myself, as I am exhausted doing this all year by myself, this is Joe Huck, and I'm going to sign off here. Hopefully we'll be back. If I'm going to be able to be on with the girls' games or the boys, if they get a home game, we'll try and get communication out to everybody so you guys have a chance to, I don't know, listen to me if that's really what you want to do. I guess if that's where you want to go with it, I'm good with that too. But yeah, I enjoyed the heck out of it. So hopefully, again, like I said, hopefully we'll get to do it again here a couple more times. But again, this is Joe Huck signing off. The last regular season home game for the Wolverines ends with a girls win and a boys loss against Grundy Center. So stay safe. If you travel safe, and we will see you when we see you.